Hi there, I'm Tara. I'm the Community Gardens Assistant, and I'll be showing you how to restring your weed whacker when the string runs out. So the first thing is we're assuming that you've already run out of string. If you haven't run out of string and you still see it poking out of the edges of the weed whacker, you can go ahead and just pull that all the way out. We don't want any extra string in there. So we're empty right here, but it will be coming out of these little holes. There's going to be two 180 degrees away from each other. That's also where we're going to be putting the string in. So make sure you do that first. We will have directions for all of this in your weed whacker bucket, but they could be a little bit confusing, so that's why we're doing this video as well. So the first thing you're going to do is take your string, which is in the bucket, and cut a good long length of it. This is going to be several arm lengths for me, enough to get tangled up in. 1, 2, 3, about 4 arm lengths for me. So don't be skimpy on it. I'd say about like 24, 26 feet of it. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is take off the head, or the top head. And the way that you do that is by finding these white buttons on the side and pushing them in. There's one there, and then there's one 180 degrees on the opposite side, and then this top part pops off easily. And then you can see this is where the string comes out and goes in. Again, there's two of these holes. What we're going to be doing is pushing the string through one end, and it's going to push all the way out through the other end. In theory, you can do this without taking off this top white part, but we found that it's pretty difficult to do that, and it's a lot easier just to take this off. So you can see I'm putting the string in. It's going to go into a little hole in this center black part. I'm just going to push it, push it, push it, and then I can flip around to the other side and I can see that it's starting to come out. Now it's not coming out exactly where I want it, which is this hole again. So I can kind of wiggle this center part until it comes up a little more, and then I can pull on it a little bit to get a good amount in. And then I'm going to make sure that it goes back through this silver channel and clicks in there. And then I can push this black piece in place until it stays like that. We're going to make sure the other side is also in the channel. We've got a good amount on both sides. Now I can put the head back on, click it into place, put the sides in place. Okay, and now I'm going to pull on the shorter side until both sides are equal. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's about equal. I mean, it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect because the strings will inevitably run at a different rate based on if you're hitting things with them, but that was about an inch difference, so it doesn't matter. So now to wind it inside the head, what we're going to do is go back to this black part that's sticking up. We're going to push in and then rotate clockwise. And it's a little tricky, but what it's doing is pulling on that string inside and winding it around. So this is going to take a little while. Okay, and now we're getting to the end. You can see it's still pretty long. Basically, I want the string to be about to the length of the guard here and a little bit under. If it's a little bit over, it'll just thwack the first few times and make a weird noise, but it'll cut itself down. So I'm going to tighten it a little bit more. There, and that should be good. Now you have your restringed weed whacker. Could even do more. There we go. So that's your weed whacker all fixed. This is a great time to make sure that it's cleaned out. There's lots of grass that accumulates underneath the guard here. So you can take a tool or your fingers and just clean a bunch of that out, make sure it's functioning properly and that the string isn't hitting all of that. You can also do that after every time you weed whack, just make it nicer for the next person and keep our tools in good working condition. So now you're ready to start weed whacking. Make sure that you're following the safety protocols, that you're wearing ear protection that we provide for you, eye protection, And then long pants, because you will get covered in grass otherwise, and it's easy for little bits of sticks or rocks to fly up and hit you. We want to keep you safe. So that should be good. Happy weed whacking.